came, they saw, they danced. Tessa Virtue and Scott Moir put on a beautiful ice dance performance for the world, and they took home a silver medal.
Well, there's a reason why Kurt Browning and Carol Lane at the end of it said, thank you, because it was so beautiful. Tessa Virtue, Scott Moir joining us in studio, and I just want to ask, I don't care about the medals right now. I want to know at the end of your performance, how did you feel? When you looked at each other, what was that moment like?
We were thrilled. It was great for us to be able to have those performances on the Olympic stage, and for us, our goal this week was really to have our moment, and we did that, so we're extremely happy.
Is it distracting?
Yeah, it was a really special moment, and we sort of looked at each other in the end, and the program flew by. It went by so quickly, and all of a sudden it was over, and just the genuine happiness that I saw in Scott's eyes, and I'm sure it was reflected back in mine, we couldn't ask for anything more.
Well, you know, you talk about that moment and finishing that skate together and looking in each other's eyes. Is it a distraction, the way the media talks about this skate and the competition between, well, Meryl Davis and Charlie White and all of this? Does that detract from all of this?
Well, the great thing about being in the village is we're so protected from all that. I mean, our phones are off, we're not paying attention to Twitter, or reading even emails or taking phone calls, so we didn't really pay attention to any of that, and as I said, we just focused on our job and really tried to enjoy that moment.
You seem to be having fun, because I know before you went out for your short program, you winked at somebody and you're like, I was just winking at some crazy fans in the crowd. Are you guys...
Stop waving at me. I had to do something.
Yeah, so you winked. Why not? Why not? But are you allowing yourselves to kind of embrace this moment? Because we're hearing last game. So maybe how are you treating this differently from Vancouver and maybe trying to soak everything up?
Well, we came in extremely prepared, so we knew that we needed to trust our training and allow our bodies to sort of go on autopilot, and part of that is staying relaxed, trying to stay loose, and that's easier said than done, so we tried to remind ourselves just what an opportunity this is, and we're so proud to represent Canada, and we really wanted to enjoy every single moment.
Now, when you guys did finish your free skate, the celebration, the look on your faces, but also the way you react when you know that, hey, we've just locked down one of the greatest performances that we could possibly have asked for. And Scott, I want you to walk me through some of the video that we want to show you, because we've seen you celebrate here in 2014. We also saw you celebrate in 2010, and they look remarkably similar, but explain for me what's going on here, because we see this great belly flop and a big hug.
We look so much older.
I was about to say you haven't changed. What's your skin regimen? Yeah.
Who says I don't change my outfits? Look at that. That's a completely different color tone. No, it's funny at the Olympic Games because we share our venue with the short trackers, so we have those big cushy boards, and I think that's great. And I was exhausted after that performance, where our kind of motto this week was to leave it all out there on the ice, and we definitely did that, and by the time I got back to the boards, I could have napped there. I was so exhausted.
I said you guys have become Canada's ice dancing darling simply because we've also been able to get to know you. We talk about that reality show where you had these cameras following you around everywhere. You guys looked absolutely fabulous. What was that experience like? Because it can be a distraction too. You're preparing for the biggest moment ever, but yet you're opening yourselves up to the world.
Yeah, it was a great experience for us, and it was a little scary at some points because it's a big season for us, and we didn't want to risk, you know, possibly kind of ruining our training and what have you, but we had a great crew, and we trusted in them, and they were very respectful, and at the end of the day, we wanted to let our fans in, and this is a special journey for us, and we've really enjoyed kind of what could be our last season, and to be able to give the fans a real genuine view of that, I think was kind of our way of saying thank you. Also, we don't remember what happened in 2010, so maybe in 4 years we'll be able to watch and really understand what we went through.
We keep joking and saying that on the plane ride home from Sochi, we'll watch maybe all the episodes together, because we haven't seen anything yet.
Right.
So.
Well, it looks great. I'll give you the heads up. I heard could be our last season.
Well,
did you hear that?
This is what I want to push you on. I mean, have you guys had that discussion where you've said, okay, well, let's talk about not just next year, but the next 4 years, right?
That's kind of on the to-do list. I guess it's pretty high up there. We get that question pretty often, but our process has always been to get to February 17th, 2014, and we don't know what we're going to do, and we have to take time. We have a World Championships kind of pending, so that's an immediate decision that we have to make, and we just have to take a step back and really enjoy the rest of these games, and then there'll be an announcement.
Sometimes being at the Olympics, you can be in a bubble, and here we are in Sochi, Russia, which is a bubble, but in Ilderton, Ontario, they're cheering you on, they're watching you. We actually had cameras there. How does it feel to know all these people are... Oh, they're... Yeah, they were all watching and just cheering you guys on. You're making the entire country stand on their feet.
Oh, that's so special. It's wonderful to see that footage. And we've been fortunate enough to have our family members here in the audience, and that's so special to share this with them, but to see the footage of everyone back home and the communities that have supported us from the beginning, it's really wonderful.
So now, do you get a bit of a breather? I mean, the team figure skate it's done. The ice dance, it's done. What's coming up in the next few days?
Well, we have a lot of events to take in. Now we kind of turn into fans. We have the exhibition skate, which is on Saturday, but right now that's kind of in the back of our minds. We know we want to try and get up the mountain to see our bobsledders, and also try and get into the Canadian women's hockey finals. We know they're going to do great, and there's so many events to take in. Short track, long track, we're just going to be huge fans.
Yeah, Caitlin Osmond, I mean, obviously there's still so much figure skating to go on. In the team event, we saw the camaraderie. We saw you guys come together. So excited to watch that.
What a moment for our young teammates. I mean, 18 and 16-year-old girls we have going, and they're leading Canadian figure skating for women and doing a great job of it. So we'll be there to support them, and our message to them has really been to just soak it in, just enjoy these games, and easier said than done, but I think they're doing a great job so far.
Well, listen, guys, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Tessa Virtue, Scott Moir, two-time Olympic medalists here at the Sochi Games.
3-time overall Olympic medalists.
Pretty incredible stuff. We're going to see you on the other side of the break. We got lots more coming your way. See you in a few minutes.